Alright, so we here, my guy Mike FLOWZ, man.
In the building. Of course. But we here now. We here now. We here.
I appreciate you coming through to the platform, man.
Appreciate you for having me, dog.
Of course, of course.
Man.
I've watched you for a minute, man. Just the grind, the overall, just like where you've been at and just all the platforms that you've been lapping. Just speak about that, man. Just speak about your hustle and your work ethic right now.
To be totally honest, it's just all passion driven. Like everything that I'm doing right now is just because I love music so much. So it's like it's nothing. I can't do nothing else. Like it's like I can't wake up in the morning and go to a 9 to 5 and be happy or feel like I'm doing anything that's meaningful. You feel what I'm saying? I could be, even if I was a doctor, I wouldn't be a passionate doctor, so I would not be able to be helping nobody. Like, but I'm a passionate artist, so it's taking me to these places where I need to be. It's just the snowball effect is happening because of this love that I have for music. The people behind me see it. We making it happen based off of connections that we building because everybody is believing in what we doing. So it's looking up. It's looking up.
Nah, I agree. I would say you're one of the more talented ones that have the ability to break out of the market.
Appreciate that.
And at this point, I think you just need that right push.
Facts.
The right platforms, the right ear needs to get heard. Once they see like, all right, this is how Mike moving. This is how the vibe is, his image. I think you're going to get scooped up. I think that you're going to be put in the right situation, or even your whole team is going to be put in the right situation.
Right. That's the goal. That's the goal. That's really what the goal is. Because, like I said, like the passion I got behind music, it's not for me. Like everybody tell me all the time, like that's my biggest flaw. Like you worry about everybody else too much. Like you need to focus on yourself. Because if you not straight, then I'm straight. I know I'm going to be good. Like God gave me this talent in order to make sure I'm going to be good. Like I got something to fall back on all the time. So everybody around me is going to be the same thing. I know my manager, my cameraman, like my producer, like we got dreams. Like everybody got shit that they really want to do, and that's how we gonna make it happen. Like we all gonna make it happen together.
Nah, for sure. That's what you having a team, bro. A lot of people forget that nothing was great built by yourself.
Right.
Nothing great by yourself.
Right.
Like once you get that solid team behind you that believe in you no matter what, everybody's working towards that one main goal.
Yep.
Get lit.
That's where we at right now. That's where we at right now. Everybody got the same goal. We on the same page, one accord. Double Left 2018 takeover. You heard it here first. Fresh Few. Well, Fresh Few started with a group of my friends. And it was me, my boy. These is all my boys that I grew up with from like kindergarten. So it was me, my boy Tony, Theus, Tariq, Scotty, and Bo. And to be totally honest, I was the only rapper. None of them, we all took sports very serious. Like every single one of us thought we was gonna be in a league somewhere, whether it be the NFL, NBA, the MLB, it didn't matter. But me, I just became more of an artist. Like still to this day, I'm not competitive with sports, but I took it to artistry. Every rapper that I was watching in them teen years had they boys behind them, and they had a team, they had a name, they had something to claim. They didn't have to be like a gang, but it was a gang, like it was a family. And me and Tony, I was sitting in the living room with him one day, and I literally just had the idea in my head. I'm like, yo, why don't we have a name? Like, why don't we have anything? And we sat there. I can't even tell you, because we sat there for probably about an hour. And then it just came to me, Fresh Few. Fresh Few Crew, FFC. And then we just started rocking with that. I called my boys like the moment, like, yo, we Fresh Few now. That's what it is. So when I go to rap shows and I be saying Fresh Few, Double F, that's what it means. Y'all my brothers, that's my team behind me, Fresh Few. And now everybody, like we didn't change that to like, that's the label now. Now, yeah, now it's the label. It started as a brotherhood. The brotherhood now is the label, and we gonna take that to the moon.
I'm glad that evolved into a brand that you can live through, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of people be having those brands. A lot of people they be good as artists, but they have nothing to live through. They have nothing for their fans or their supporters to really support and buy into.
Right.
So now that you have that, you just got to create that vibe.
Right.
That essence. So then from there, everybody want to feel like they're part of the Fresh Few.
Right.
Like everywhere in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like a Fresh Few worldwide, Fresh Few global kind of thing.
Yep.
So once you get to that standpoint, it's gonna be lit.
Yo, that's really where I'm trying to take it to. I got drawings for like merch that literally say Fresh Few Worldwide. Like in my composition book, I literally drew that. Like FFC Worldwide, FFC Global, because that's literally the mindset. we got to start here because this is where I'm from, you know? I'm from Connecticut. But that's not the end goal. The end all be all is Cali, Dubai, South Africa. You know what I'm saying? Like, we trying to go major markets. Yeah, major markets.
Right.
Yeah.
You go there to know who Mike FLOWZ is.
Yeah.
You to start spitting on that mic.
Yup.
And you gotta pay a bag for you to get
Feel me? Feel me? They gotta pay a bag for it. That's what we need. With nah, I'm glad you said that. I ain't have to say it. You said it. They gotta pay a bag for it. Right. Right.
People don't deserve a bag.
Yeah.
They ain't working enough to get that bag.
Right.
I don't see why you can't. You can't. If you can get on that mic and tell a story, you can let it be known, you can evoke emotions. Why can't I get this bag?
Right.
Would you not give me this bag for my performance game's on point?
Mm-hmm.
I got projects fully produced.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not no freestyle regular. I got YouTube beats. Like, Shump is doing his thing on that.
You sound like me right now. Like, in our group meetings, this really how I be going off. Like, yo, that's how I feel every day. It's just like, I feel like everything that we need, we have. Like, the only thing that we lacking is, like you said, just that one push, just that one ear, or somebody being like, yo, we gonna grab y'all up. Because it's not, once they realize, if they look at me, they gonna realize it's not just me. They gonna realize it's a whole machine behind this. Like, it's a whole unit, it's a whole team. So we trying to make sure that whole thing get picked up. These labels gonna have to understand, like, it's, yeah, like, it's a collective. It's a collective, and it's creatives, artists, like, management, and it's like the connections that each one of us have is like our talents by ourselves are just undeniable. You know what I'm saying? Not cocky, just out of confidence. Like, the work speaks for it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
as a collective, you know that it stands out.
Right.
So separately, all right, cool. Mike, you know you capable of this. George's capable of this.
Yup.
Shump's capable of this.
Yup.
Money capable of this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, once you know what each person is capable of, you know that, all right, as we move as a unit, they can't deny us.
Right.
We put these numbers up, we can prove these numbers.
Right.
That's it.
right.
So let's boil into the music, man. Where did it start for you? Like you said, like you was the only rapper out of your friends. But how long ago was that? What age was that when you started?
Literally, that's kind of funny. I don't want to go too far into the, but
Far enough.
that's literally where 7 came from.
Okay.
The tape I just dropped. And that is because I started at the age of 7, rapping. I wrote my own verse and performed it when I was 7 at my grandmother's 70th birthday party. Like, that's documented. But the reason that it happened was because I was like damn near a connoisseur for Freestyle Friday. Like, that's all I wanted to talk about. That's all I watched. Like, that culture. Watching them go back and forth, I'm like, that shit excited me, because it was like, as a kid, I was a hothead, so I liked to fight. So it was like, I didn't have no problems with it. I wasn't scared to fight. But that was just like the most creative way of fighting. I'm looking at them and they coming, you can't hit, you can't swing, but if I got the best words, then you lost. Like, to me, I'm like, yo, I'm creative enough to do this same shit. I'm like, I don't gotta fight no more. Battle me. Like, I'm gonna make some money off of this, off of the stuff that I'm seeing in my head. And my grandmother was really the one that was behind that. And she, when I started, she would babysit me, and she started seeing me like get more and more into it, because every time I was over there, I would get closer and closer to the TV. Like, I sit in the back, next battle come on, and I would watch the reruns. Like, after the way 106 in Park used to work, if you watch that shit for long enough on Fridays, that junk was, yeah, it was coming back on. So I was
It would come back on before it
right.
came on.
That's what I'm saying. So I was watching them more than once. You feel me? I was seeing the battles again. Like, so, and it was just like, yo, I have to do this. And my grandmother said to me one day, she was like, this all you watch, why don't you just write me a rap? Like, you smart enough to do that. Why don't you just write me a rap? Because I was reading when I was 3, like, by myself. Like, I could read a book. My mother done told me all of this stuff. So she always just expected me to be like a businessman, an orator, or something, you know, suit and tie related, because of the fact that I was so smart, just naturally. And I took that and said, nah, I'm about to do, Nana said I could write a rap. And I wrote a whole verse, memorized it, performed it. And when the response of my family was, Lil Mike, you gonna be a superstar. I was 7, and it was like, that's the time when Lil Romeo and Lil Bow Wow was all popping. So it was like, I'm next. Like, if y'all telling me this, I must got the same it factor that they got. So my family was like, really behind that. My father toned it. Every time I got somewhere in the car, freestyle, rap about the street sign, talk about this, where we going, what we just did. Like, and it was like I was doing that every day until it became like all I love. Like, and that's where I'm at right now. This is all I love is music.
Now I can tell, man. I can tell by the passion.
Yeah.
The amount of hours put in is like uncountable.
Yo, what they said, it 10,000 man hours to perfect the craft or to master something, 10,000 man. I'm long past 10,000 man hours.
At the age of 17 now.
Yeah, I'm long past that. Yeah.
Sometimes, man, you gotta just put that grind, that hustle. Some people don't want it that bad.
I love it.
Perfect those bars.
Yeah.
People be just like, let me just go in the studio, get a hot beat, and try to like, nah,
Mm-hmm.
it's a story. Let's really have those metaphors. Let's really have those bars in the back.
Mm-hmm.
So then from there, when you're approaching this, each cadence is different.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Artistry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
People they get capped out as rappers.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just what it is. But transcending now into just let's talk about the project now.
Yeah.
How that came about. Like even the way you said you started rapping, like the first time you rapped,
Mm-hmm.
like even having the brand from back then,
Mm-hmm.
that just resonates now for your second project.
Mm-hmm.
Why was that the second project not the first?
To be totally honest, I feel like, cause I got 4 mixtapes total. 4 total. So my first ever mixtape was just freestyles, industry beats. I had a couple, but it wasn't nothing like, I was just showing the world that I was gonna be taking it serious. When I dropped Versace, that's when I first met Shump. And that was literally when I said, there's nothing, this is it. Like after that tape, yeah. After that tape came out, it was literally like, this is it. Like this is the unit I needed. I needed to be in the studio with this dude because we went 11 hours in one day and did like 13 tracks. So it was a whole mixtape in damn near one session. So after that, it was raw, and we was just trying to fine tune what we did from Versace. Now, when I King OVK, it was gonna be 3 names. It was either going to be King OVK, 7, or 93 Till. Everything that I wanted was going to be something as related to me showing like the musical level keeps increasing. So I almost felt like every single time I put out a mixtape, it was a new introduction. Like it was like, all right, this is the new one. This is the new Mike Flows. Now it's just like, this where I'm at. I'm fine-tuned. Like I done put in 10,000 man hours. My craft is set. Like whatever y'all need to hear from me, it's gonna come. I've been doing this since I was 7, and that's how this came out now. Because it was like, I'm finally at that point now where I feel like I can go any way. Like after everything I experienced in life, church, fights, being in the hood, not being in the hood, like everything I experienced is now, I'm at that point now, I can talk about it. I could just be, I don't have to get depressed when I do certain songs because it's like, I done went through it enough. So I'm here now. Like, so 7 had to come out now. It couldn't come out first because it wasn't ready. King OVK had to come out first because that was literally, like I said, the step up from where I felt like I was before. So that step up and one more step up, 7 had to release now because now everybody has to know, like it's 10,000% serious. If you didn't know before, now you know now.
Nah, facts.
Yeah.
And that project was pretty long. I would think 7 would have 7 tracks in it, but you overdid.
Yeah.
You had like 13, 14 on that.
13, yeah.
Yeah. 13.
13.
And I would say you only put out one video to pop out, right?
Uh-huh. And to be totally honest, I had some I recorded like, I probably had 25 tracks. But it was some things that I omitted that I just didn't even do anything with because it was like, it wasn't the sound. It wasn't grown enough. It was still like something I would have done on King OVK. So it was just like, yo, I've been working. Like, we fine tuning everything because it's like everything matters now. At this point, every move matters. Everything is strategic. So.
Facts. Everything should be calculated. Everybody you associate with, all the moves you make, every platform you're on. You should not be talking to anybody that can't benefit you.
Right.
Like,
right.
Can't benefit you. That's a conversation that don't need to be had.
Yep.
Like, not on no cocky stuff. Not on no like I'm better than you. Like, no, I just don't want to talk to you. You're not
right.
nothing to better the situation.
Yeah.
Like,
it's time to pay bills. Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
Pay bills and acquire assets.
Yep.
In that order.
Exactly.
People don't be getting that, bro. A lot of people they be stuck in their ways. They be thinking like they trying to live the lifestyle.
Yeah.
Versus really having the bag to support things.
That's what it really be a lot of the times, though. People just get fascinated and addicted to what they see, the lifestyle, just being rich and famous. Like,
How do you avoid that?
that's never been my passion. Like, I never wanted to be, I say this at all my records. Like, I don't rap for free. Like, that's not what I'm saying. It's not like, yo, I'ma just be the connoisseur of, yo, you don't gotta pay for my music, just listen to it. That's not what it is. What it is I'm not in this, doing this because I want you to pay me. You have to because of what I'm doing, but that's not what I need. What I need is for the message to spread. What I need is to take care of my family. So that's what I'm saying. You gotta pay me. Cause I'm doing I'm putting all of these man hours, all of this work to tell this story, to touch certain lives, to like change, make a change, spark something new. Like, the new wave of music is nothing what it needs to be. Hip hop culture was always been storytelling, empowerment, like even through rap beef. Like that was just showing the true culture of the streets, which is what hip hop is. You feel what I'm saying? It's nothing like that no more. So at this point now, that's all we trying to do is just bring that back.
Nah, breathe.
Yeah.
You brought back, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta be one of the few that are in that collective that bring that back and make it a factor.
Yeah.
So where it's like, you gotta have those records that encapsulates a time moment where it's like, all right, cool, I felt the vibe of this. I want to go back. It's taking me back to a moment. And you gave them a whole bunch of selection to choose that.
Right.
And just talk about some of the, like, what's your favorite tracks off that project?
Damn.
Even not your favorite, what was the most fun to make? Or the most that took the most effort, if that should say.
All right.
It took you some time to get
All right, so the most fun. Damn. The most fun. I feel like every time I did a song, I got mad. Like, I'm trying to think, because when I'm in the studio, bro, I'm a perfectionist. So it's like if something is not going how it's supposed to go, through me, through the studio, something that's not going wrong, I spaz on my boys for falling asleep. Like, that'll throw off my whole vibe. Like, if I'm in the studio pouring the sweat and I come out and ask them a question and they somewhere asleep, that's a problem. So that make that whole session not fun. Or if I go in there and I mess up on the same word 4 or 5 times and I come out the booth and I recite the verse and I can do it again, that session not fun. You feel me? So it's like every time I go in there, it's work. The most difficult song I had to do was Tears on My Cotties, which is close to the end of the album. And that was, that's only because the situation, I wrote the song a year before and I never could make a second verse for it. Like, I just kept getting writer's block. And I went through a whole year of just listening to my first verse and the hook. And the second verse was just empty. And I was telling myself, like, should I just put somebody on it? Like, because I really could not think of how to finish this song. And the reason I finished it is because of Zoe. I'm not, yeah, because he passed.
I seen when you talking about this.
Yeah.
Actually, you stopped everything that you were doing to listen party and make sure it is known that
Yeah.
this is why you finished the song.
Literally. And that was the most difficult to write, because the whole time I was writing it, I was just thinking about the moment when I got the phone call, just for somebody to be like, yo, Zoe passed away. And it wasn't, I'm saying that now because the phone call I got was vulgar. It was like what he said killed me inside. It wasn't Zoe passed away, but it was Zoe got killed by the police. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And this is on my last mixtape. That was literally like a Black Pride mixtape. That's what it was about. I had tracks on there literally that my father told me I shouldn't release. Like, he would hear them and be like, yo, if the police hear this, if this shit go viral or any type, you're gonna get fucked with everywhere you go. And I didn't care. Like, you feel me? It was like, this what I gotta say. Like, this what I feel like I gotta be a rapper for, because everybody else scared to do it. They wanna do what's gonna get them money. And for that to be my mindset on that project, and for me to be able to finish that song because of police brutality, that shit just had me, my whole mentality, like my mindset was not right. I haven't even performed it yet. And I don't know if I'm ever going to. Like, I say that sometimes I might if I go on tour, but I know for a fact, like, I'm not soft. Like, I never had that. I'm lying. I'm soft. Everybody's soft, but yeah, but it's like that's how the name of the song came, because as I'm writing it, I had my frames on. I was crying on my frames. Like, I had to take my cotties off so I could wipe the tears off of them and put them back on my face and finish writing the song. And that's how I finished it. That's how the name got. So that whole process, just thinking about what it came from, what happened, what I would do if I was to perform that in front of somebody, that was hard. But I feel like the most fun song is probably, damn, it would have to be Little Things. Even though like but I'm saying like every studio session I had was drama. Like it was always one issue, something that happened, and it was like, cause I know how I wrote the song. Jasmine, that's right behind you, double F. She told me like I played the beat for her, and I could not. This is another situation. Like I had writer's block, and I could not think of anything or any words. Like I couldn't think of a storyline. I couldn't think of no type of vibe. All I could do was dance to the beat. And I sat there, pitch black, and smoked. And it was just like, yo, whatever you feel from this beat in this moment is what I'm gonna write this song about. And she was like, probably like 15 minutes later, it was like, yo, you gotta make it about a relationship. But like the in and outs of it, the little things. I wrote the song after that in like 10 minutes. Like once I had that, it was like I had the beat for so long. I wrote the song in 10 minutes. Once the song was finessed, like after all of the drama happened to make the song sound like how it needed to sound, it was the most fun song on the project because it literally, from the moment it dropped, it made me get up. Like I got to jump up and start dancing. Like that's the only song I got like that. Other ones, it's like, they real, but it's more like street real. It's not like more dance real. That is the only one on this song, on the project, I feel like really make me dance. BB Queen too. But I mean, I don't know, it's a little slower, but the most fun, that definitely, yeah, was the Little Things.
Nah, great. I like
Yeah.
Little Things.
Yeah.
That vibe. Was that a sample or nah? It reminded me of some dream type of stuff.
I'm trying to think if that is a sample.
If it was, I couldn't pick it.
That's what I'm saying. I can't pick it either, cause yo, some send it to me. If it sound good, bro, it's getting recorded on. He know he gonna do the sample shit right after that. Like if anything got to get clear, he know exactly what he used. So I'm not ever worried. I don't even got to check him. Like, bro, you sure? He's sure. Like a lot of the time, some don't use samples, so it's like I never know. And a lot of the times, he chops samples up to be unrecognizable. Like, so it's like he will flip something, add reverb, add an echo, double time that, and it's like, yo, what the hell was that? Like, you don't ever even know where it came from. So, but I'm not sure. I can't tell you if you use a sample, but that, yeah, that might be one. That might be my favorite song. Yeah.
So what's the next visuals then? If that's your favorite song, that's gonna be a visual.
That's gonna be the next visual.
I about to say you gotta hit that.
That's literally about. Yeah, that's why.
Season type of thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cause Pop Out, like I said, I'm trying to. The way I want to dance with the visuals is literally how I dance with King OVK. So when I say the project was like a roller coaster ride, it went from like happy vibes to sad. This time I tried to dance on the project to make it do something different. So what I really want for the visuals to do is dance. I'm gonna hit you with something aggressive. Then I'm gonna hit you with a female one. Then I might hit you with like something deep. You never gonna know what they expect. I'm not gonna give you the same type of song 3 times. I might do a visual from King OVK next month. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like you not gonna know what visuals to expect or what to get.